Hello, hello. It's been a while, but there is a ton of astrology coming up this March and April of 2024. We must discuss. From April 1st to April 25th, write those dates down. Mercury will be retrograde in Aries. That's when you get the misinformation, the deals that seem too good to be true, the opportunities, the sweet talking. That's when mistakes are made. But why am I going so crazy, with this retrograde? Yes, people always say Mercury retrograde, oh, it's all the time, it happens all the time. And you know what? They're not wrong. Mercury's retrograde about a third of the year because it's happening during, yet again, as it did last year, during an eclipse phase. That is why. Eclipses bring major change. After Mercury goes retrograde on April 1st, where it will be retrograde in Aries until the 25th, watch yourself. That's all I have to say. Because the total solar eclipse, big one, April 8th, is a little more difficult. There's a lot of stop-go energy with this eclipse. That's the bottom line. The total eclipse in Aries wants to go, go, go. It's a fresh start energy. It's a new beginning energy. But when you have Mercury retrograde, also, of course, in Aries, you're getting mixed signals where there's things in your path that are stopping you. And on top of that, Mars, ruler of Aries at this eclipse, is making a very tense alignment with Saturn in Pisces, also pumping the brakes. So we have Mercury retrograde pumping the brakes, and we have Mars, Saturn in Pisces pumping the brakes and saying, slow the F down. Slow your roll down. And there is nothing more that Aries hates than being slowed down, told no, told they have to wait, told that there's some kind of red tape. They're not about it. They're not having it. See where I'm going with this? It's frustration is the result. You know what it's a great time to do? Make your vision boards. Plan. Aries are great planners. They're even better doers, but they're fantastic planners. Do that. Make your visions, but don't move ahead with big things yet. It's not the time. Sorry, I know. It really does suck, but wait until after the 25th of April, and you'll be all of a sudden starting to see these plans go into motion a lot easier. The roadblocks are going to lift. All of a sudden, lightness of being is returning, and then it's really, I don't want to say smooth sailing, but the months of May and June in astrology are really ripe and juicy. We have that. Don't get caught up in the little minor snags that this Mercury retrograde is going to bring. It's temporary. This too shall pass. If you can keep that in mind, you will be golden. Can you do it? Might need a little help depending on your chart. The frustration when you have a lot of fire in your chart, it's real. You might feel a lot of pressure now. A lot of pressure to do things. And then the outside world circumstances are just saying, not now. So, a lot of exciting changes to happen still. It doesn't diminish the changes, it just delays the changes. That's what I'm trying to say. So Aries, all you fire signs out there, it's not that the changes won't come, it's just that they're not gonna come yet. Yeah, the one thing I wanted to say that I haven't really touched on yet about the solar eclipse on April 8th in Aries is that it's exactly the sun and moon are making an exact alignment to Chiron, which is an asteroid in Aries. I call it the Clark Kent Superman complex with Chiron and Aries, because Chiron is the wounded healer, and when Chiron is in Aries and it's in such a focal position at this solar eclipse, what it really means with Aries is taking on too much. Aries has a tendency to burn out in general because they do take on too much. That's a fire sign proclivity. Fire signs in general will burn themselves out just by taking on way too many projects at once. Saying, I can do this, I can do that, I can play my role as mother, I can play my role as father, I can play my role at work, I can get this new job, I can also go to all these social functions, we can only do so much. And for Aries, that realization is often difficult for them to accept. They want to just do it all. But you can't do it all. Everybody needs help. They say they don't, sorry, but you do. Get over it. Get over yourself. Everybody needs help. People have these desert island fantasies. They think they can just go and survive. Have you ever watched Naked and Afraid? Exactly. Watch it if you haven't. It's a great metaphor for Aries and survival. You cannot make it in the jungle on your own, without alliances, or somebody. Eclipses. Aries Libra is the relationship axis of the zodiac. So relationships are a focal point now. Starting new ones, ending old ones. Like I said, and I'll say it again, because repetition is everything. Do not start anything new commitment-wise during this April retrograde phase. Please, you will regret it later. You will. Let the eclipses play out. Let the retrograde play out. Then decide. Whew. Pretty authoritative today. Feeling that Aries energy. A lot of Aries going on this month. So look at your birth chart and see where Aries is, what house it rules, where your natal Mars is. All of this will really impact how you deal with this eclipse. If you're in Aries, please pay attention to this, because you will especially be feeling it. Not in a great way. So get a reading if you haven't had one. If you're one of my regulars, now's the time. Hook it up. I can't believe I said manifest in this video. I don't normally suggest that. Really, that's what manifesting is. Do you have faith that you're able to get what you want? In a way, it's confidence. So think of it that way. And Aries is all about confidence. So whatever it takes, think about it during the retrograde. What is it going to take to get you to be confident? And don't blurt mean things out at other people with the Mercury retrograde in Aries this month. Aries, they're too quick in the tongue sometimes, and you can hurt someone's feelings. Just try not to. It might be inevitable, it might happen, but like Aries are Aries are terrible apologizers. They'll just be real. Libra's great at it. Aries, no. Just get good at it. That's one project that you can realistically take on during this Mercury retrograde, which will help you in spades for a lifetime. Invest in that. Do the vision boards and the manifesting and stuff, and cultivate your faith in yourself to get what you want. But also at the same time, maybe learn to apologize. Maybe think about where you're asking too much, along with, the flip side of thinking about where you've been a doormat for too long. There's two sides to it all. So, self-awareness, that's the key. And as Aries would say, do you. Because life is about to change drastically.